Hello to Rebecca Richards. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you very much. Are you okay?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for letting me chat to you today. Can you tell me how long have you been a singer-songwriter for?
Um, I've been musical all my life, but in terms of songwriting, in earnest, probably the last 2 years. I've been writing songs and started to release them last October. So doing that for a year.
So, what was it like going to the recording studio?
I was quite nervous. So I chose somewhere that I knew they were going to be friendly because it's a local one to me. And I sort of knew the people that were in it. I didn't know them well, but I knew of them. And it's like an old garage that's been set up into a proper studio. And I think what I discovered is that playing instruments and all the rest of it, because my first song was Unluckiest of Hearts. So I do a lot of piano based stuff and they're amazing musicians. So they played along with me as well, which is fantastic. But when it came to recording my vocals, I was really, really nervous. Stood behind a glass screen with them watching me. I felt that quite intimidating. I've got to be honest. I've got used to it a bit better now, but yeah, it was quite scary really because I'd never done it before. I'd never been inside a recording studio, but I enjoyed the process. It was good fun.
So, can you tell me more about your first single called "Unluckiest of Hearts"?
Yeah. So I've joined an online songwriting forum called Talent is Timeless. And it's for people who are a little bit older, shall we say. And I joined that, I think, the year before, having heard someone else say that they joined it and thought, what's that all about? That's interesting. I stalked them a bit on Facebook to find out a bit more about it and then joined. And it's a wonderful community of people who are into songwriting. And what they were doing at the time and still are is they set a monthly challenge. So somebody will name a theme, usually the person who's won the vote of the previous month. They set a theme and everybody writes to that theme in all sorts of different ways. And then we sort of all post our songs and then we vote on them and say which one we like the best and all the rest of it. So it's just a nice little means to get us to songwrite, I suppose, every month. So I always write a song a month because I always write for the challenges. And this particular song, Unluckiest of Hearts, was based on a theme around chances. So I thought the theme was chances. So I thought chances, how do I write a song about chances? And I'm trying to think about play on words in terms of what chances is luck, or the opposite to that is unlucky. And then somehow I literally did wake up one morning going, the phrase of I never ever felt love, but unluckiest of hearts, that actually came out of my mouth as I woke up, which is really weird, but that's what happened. And so I built the whole song around that. It's quite a bluesy based song, really. And it's just about somebody expressing their frustration, I suppose, that they've never ever felt love. And it's a song about that.
So, can you tell me more about "I Love It When You Smile"?
Okay, I love it when you smile. I wrote that one. That was one of the first songs I wrote. This was before I joined the online songwriting forum. It was during the pandemic. And my friend and I had been getting together virtually to do some online music. And at the time, I had a mandolin in the house for a little while. My father had bought me one for Christmas a couple of years before, but I hadn't really played it much. I thought, well, pandemic, here's my moment. I've got nothing else to do. I'll start to learn it properly. So I wrote this song on the mandolin when I was just missing everyone. It's a song about I miss your smile, really. I love it when you smile. And so I wrote that little song to cheer myself up and posted it online to hopefully cheer other people up. And then when I sort of started to release music, I decided I would release that one. It was my second single. And the reason I chose that one to release as my second single was because I'd met a lovely couple whose son had unfortunately died of cancer many years before, but they'd set up this wonderful charity in his name. So it's the Matthew Walkin Make a Smile Foundation, and they raise money for cancer patients undergoing treatment. They raise money to give little smiles. So, if you're a patient and our local hospital for cancer treatment is Velindre in Cardiff. And so they regularly raise money for people who attend there in order to, I don't know, if it's a child who's stuck in hospital having cancer treatment, they might buy them like a Nintendo or a Game Boy or whatever the latest technology is that kids are into, or they might redecorate a room for families to sit in. You know, so they're there to raise smiles. And I just thought, Matthew Mortwalkin, Make a Smile Foundation. I've got a song called I Love It When You Smile. That's a lovely match. So I approached them and asked them if they'd be happy for me to release a song for charity. So that's what I did. That came out last December. I plug it every now and then, every time it's on Bandcamp, because you can get buy it without any sort of fees or anything like that. But yeah, hoping to continue to raise money for that wonderful charity with that song.
Yes. Tell me more about your the first single that you released this year, 2023, called Music Maker.
Oh, Music Maker, yes. So again, I wrote this one in one of the workshops of that online forum. And this was a Saturday job. So basically there's a load of us online, and somebody sets a theme. It's usually the lady who runs Talented Timeless, Saskia. And she said, I want us all to write a song about what I really want. What I really want in life is, she said, I'm thinking about this at the moment, and I feel like I need to write a song about it. So perhaps we could all write a song about what is it that we really want. And it got me thinking about what is it that I really want. So I'd come back into music after a long time of not doing it. I did it a lot in my youth, probably 25 or more years of not doing any music, and then came back into it a couple of years ago and realizing just how much I love it, and why on earth did I stop doing it in the first place. So it's called Music Maker because it's a song kind of about me. You know, you can have lots of things in life, nice car, nice house, nice holidays, but really all I want to do right now is make music, and that's basically what the song is about, Music Maker.
So can you tell me more about your latest release on the October 20th, called New Yesterdays?
New Yesterdays, yeah. So this is very much a country-based theme. I wrote this one about 18 months ago. It was originally called something else, but I really liked the song, and it didn't quite work for me. So I talked to a trusted friend and said, I'm not sure. What do you think about this? And they said, oh, I don't really love the title, really. So that gave me a clue to think, right, I'm going to have a think about it then. So I renamed it New Yesterdays. And it's a song about a relationship that's going wrong, and somebody saying that I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna leave him because this is just no good. But there's little clues in the way in which the song unfolds. You think, is she though? Is she really going to leave him? Because there's clearly a lot of it's clearly a long-standing relationship. It's not going very well. So she's going to go, but will she? So I don't know. Even though I wrote the song, I'm wondering, will she actually leave him? I'm not really sure. So but this one is a bit different for me because I engaged with a chap called Tim Protty Jones, who is a member of the High First Time Flyers, a band, and he's a presenter on Countryline Radio, and he was advertising that he would help people produce songs. So I approached him, and he's produced the track for me. So this was different. This is, I recorded my vocals at home, surrounded by duvets and all the rest of it, and sent it off to him, and then he's produced it and mixed it and put it together. And it sounds, I know I'm biased, but it sounds fantastic. He's done an amazing job with it. So I'm really pleased with this. I'm really quite excited about it coming out, and really looking forward to seeing what people think when it comes out.
I hear in the grapevine that you're going to do an EP.
An EP, yeah. So that's coming next. So the single comes out on Friday, the 20th of October. And on the same day, you'll be able to pre-save, or whatever what do we call it, pre-order the EP that will be coming out on the 17th of November. So that's got 6 tracks on it. The first one is Unluckiest of Hearts. I've had that remastered. The second one will be New Yesterdays, and then there's 4 new tracks that I've recorded specifically for the EP. So it's a mix of everything. So there's a little bit of country, a little bit of blues, a little bit of what I would call alternative folk. I don't know how else to describe it. So there's a little mix of everything that I'm about as a musician on there.
So have you got any gigs for your EP release, maybe?
Yes, on Friday, the day of so not so much the EP release, but for the single, I've got a gig on Friday in Newport called Madame Jojo's. It's a lovely little spot in Newport, and they do wonderful cocktails. And so I'm going to do a little release party there on Friday. And then on Saturday, I've got a gig at Burton's Cafe Music Bar in Bargoed, and they're wonderful for inviting people who write original music. It's not many places that you can go and sing your own songs. People mostly want covers these days, but it's just nice to find venues where they do actually welcome people with original music. So I'll be playing there on Saturday, supporting Ragsy, if you remember Ragsy. So he's going to be the headline there, and I'm supporting him on Saturday. In terms of the EP release, the week after the EP comes out, I'm going to be playing in Cardiff for the Hidden Lyrics event there. So this is run by Hidden Lyrics and Scarlet River. And that's one of those wonderful songwriter nights. I don't know if you've been to them, but it's a bit like a songwriter round. And so there'll be 3 artists will introduce their songs, a bit like we've been doing tonight, really, thinking about the songs that we've written and telling the audience a bit about them and then playing them. So I think there'll be 2 lots of 3 artists, some from Nashville, some from Wales, some from the UK. So really looking forward to that night.
So can you tell me how's being an independent artist for you?
It's a lot of hard work because you're not only writing, you're not just being creative and writing songs, you're also have a hand in the producing of them. But then you have to do your own PR stuff. You have to, write your own press release, get in contact with radio stations and ask them to play. I have had a little help with this one. I've asked someone to help me, but it is a lot of work, to be honest, to do book gigs, everything, and I work full time. I've got a day job as well. So I enjoy it, but I would rather spend my time creating music, if I'm honest. But these things are necessary, aren't they, to get your music out there? So hard work is the way I would describe it.
So we'll be working on any new music after your EP?
Yeah, I've got loads of songs that I've written, and just thinking about how I sort of put them together, I suppose, in thematic order. So I'm having a conversation with myself about whether I'll do another EP next that's sort of a thematic EP, or do I just go for an album, or just so I release a couple of singles. I don't know. I've got plenty of material that I can release. It's just a matter of getting in the studio and recording them and then working out what works best, really. So yeah, so I expect more to come.
Look forward to hearing it. Finally, can you tell me, listeners, where can I find you on social media?
Yes, I'm on everything. That's also the bane of my life. I enjoy it because I get lovely interaction with people, but keeping up with it is quite hard work. So it's the @ Bec Musician, so BEC Musician. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much all of them. So yeah, you can find me on all the socials there. I've also got a website, which is www.rebeccarichardsmusic.com. And if you subscribe to my website, I give little newsletters out every now and then. I don't bombard people because I keep forgetting to email people, but I do send things out occasionally to let people know what's going on.
Thank you for letting me chat to you today.
Sorry, pleasure. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
And I wish you all the success.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much. You too.
Goodbye, Rebecca.
Bye then.
Bye.